What sends you into orbit? Sometimes comfort problems aren't really about the thermostat. Sometimes comfort problems aren't really about the thermostat. Hot spots, cold spots, poor airflow, humidity issues, and aging equipment can leave everyone feeling frustrated. As the husband and wife-owned company, trust us, we get it. Whatever sends you into orbit, make sure your home's comfort isn't one of them. Schedule your tune-up and home evaluation with LCS Heating and Cooling today. Go to lcsheatingandcooling.com.
Outside the Forecast on WTHR Plus is sponsored by LCS Heating and Cooling.
I'm meteorologist Angela Buchman. Welcome to Outside the Forecast. Officially 2 months into the Atlantic hurricane season, and we've officially had 2 named storms. So I thought we'd give you a quick update before the hurricane season typically starts to ramp up. The 2 named storms, Arthur and Bertha. Bertha being the most recent, and it had a big impact along the Gulf Coast, specifically the panhandle of Florida, and then into southern Louisiana, and then into portions of Texas. Take a look at some of the impacts.
The second named storm of the Atlantic hurricane season is bringing wind gusts and rainfall to parts of the south.
That spin is going to bring some moisture into areas of Louisiana and Texas.
Yet hundreds of miles away, a cold front draped across southeast Virginia. Parts of the Carolinas and northern Georgia is being supercharged with moisture linked to Bertha, bringing a threat of heavy rain and flooding.
By adding moisture to this, it's allowing all of these areas of Tennessee and North Carolina to have much more abundant moisture than they would have, frankly, just from the front itself.
Some areas in North Carolina have already received a month's worth of rain in the past few days, with more to come. Thunderstorms this afternoon in some places in the south are forecast to bring up to 2 inches per hour. The intensity could overwhelm drainage system and flood some urban areas. Meantime, Bertha is serving as a learning opportunity for some lifeguards in Florida.
I'd say we definitely train for stuff like this.
The tropical storm brought strong winds, high surf, and minor flooding to the coastal area on Wednesday.
Being out there, diving under the waves, catching some waves, you can feel the power of the swell that we got kicking up from the storm.
I'm Maribel Gonzalez reporting.
Oftentimes, one of the biggest threats with a landfalling tropical storm system is flooding, and oftentimes we can have that flooding hundreds of miles away from the center, as Bertha not only had impacts across parts of the Gulf Coast, but up through the Carolinas and the mid-Atlantic states. So 2 months into the hurricane season, let's go inside the numbers. We've had 2 named storms, Arthur and Bertha, neither reaching hurricane strength. So far, no hurricanes. However, we still have 4 months left in the hurricane season. Doesn't come to an end officially until the end of November. And by the way, hurricane season typically peaks during the month of September. A quick reminder of what we've had and what's been predicted as far as the hurricane season. This from the National Hurricane Center, expecting 8 to 14 named storms. We're up to 2, 3 to 6 of those becoming hurricanes, 1 to 3 of those becoming major hurricanes. Now, compare that to average. In an average season, we get 14 named storms, 7 hurricanes, 3 of those reaching major strength. So far in 2026, we've got 2 named storms. Again, no hurricanes, nothing reaching that major level, but that's fairly typical through the end of July, is to have 2 named storms. And remember, hurricane season doesn't peak until typically the month of September. So we're through Arthur and Bertha so far. Cristobal would be next. That's the C name. Dolly, Faye, Hannah, Josephine, Kyle. Those are a few of the names. And if we would get to the end of the list, we'd be looking at Sally, Teddy, Vicky, and Wilfred. We always hope we don't get to the end of the list during hurricane season. That would be an active one. Again, 2 months into the hurricane season, thought we'd give you a quick update on where we stand so far, and a reminder that hurricane season typically peaks during the month of September. So we've got a little ways to go. As always, we appreciate you joining us on Outside the Forecast. I'm meteorologist Angela Buchman.
Outside the Forecast on WTHR Plus is sponsored by LCS Heating and Cooling.